This is to certify that Real and Retro have been authorized for live streaming. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and everything in between, welcome to Real and Retro. This show will make you laugh out loud. The views and opinions of our guests may not reflect our own, however, if you do somehow find yourself being offended, then I would suggest getting a life. With that being said, it's that time for the countdown, so here's a song I really enjoy.
Hello, hello, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I hope that you're missing me, cause it makes me feel young. Hello, hello, last time that I saw your face was recess in second grade, and it made me feel young. Won't you help me sober up? Growing up, it made me numb, and I wanna feel something again. Won't you help me sober up? All the big kids, they got drunk, and I wanna feel something again. Won't you help me feel something again? How's it go again?
That was awesome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Real and Retro. Yeah, Steve, it's been a month since we've done a live stream.
Yeah.
What have
And that video just proved how old you've got now.
Do you know what? I've spent today going back through some of the older live streams, the older clips and videos, and you know, we've had a good run as a channel. We've had some good guests on. We've made some good friends. I think it's time we come back weekly. What do you reckon?
I would love to do that.
Yeah,
Build it back up again and speak to people. I've always enjoyed it, you know. And when we had to take a bit of a break, that was I was gutted. I'm not going to lie, I was gutted, you know. But I understood that your cars were more important than me, so you know I just had to.
I think I was more important than you.
Whatever.
Yeah, going, having a tough time and whatever else. And
yeah, I know, mate. I understand.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've just had an announcement that we're going back weekly.
We are. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to, Macy? What's your latest
not much,
news?
mate. Not much. You anything good? No. Okay.
No.
Nope.
We've been away. Like I say, Life in the First Lane is picking up. So, if you haven't subscribed to Life in the First Lane, then please go and
From
subscribe.
what you've told me, it's more like Life in the fucking thing. The thingy. What's it called? That's a bad joke. You and your fucking breakdowns.
Oh, no. So if you haven't subscribed to Life in the First Lane, please go and subscribe today. We've had our first video go over 11,500 views now.
I know. And all it took was Lana to get her tits out, yeah?
Right. Yeah. So
Don't kill me for that.
From a movie point of view, I have watched Transformers 1. I have watched Alien. I've watched Alien Romulus. Yeah, and I've got on here The Pigeon, ready to go. And I've got a few others there that fly me to the moon. So yeah. So we're going to go back weekly as a life on the back of a pickup truck. Thanks, Chris.
That's it. Life on the back of a pickup truck. So, nice one, Chris. Hey, Lane. Hey, Pat.
So we're going to go back weekly with the live streams, and then I'm going to go back into doing the movie reviews. And but my pickups have slowed right down.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
In the way of what I've been picking up, I've been very cautious about what I've been picking up because I don't want to
I picked that up for you the other day.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you very much.
Have you still got a DVD player?
Yes, I've got the Xbox.
Yeah, I noticed it the other day. I was like, I'll get that for him.
I'll tell you what I did pick up the other day, Steve. You know, because Lana accuses me of watching Roman porn.
Yeah.
Well, I picked up the box set of Spartacus.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
So, yeah, I've got that now. And I'm just waiting. I think my last pickup before Christmas is going to be the final season of Attack on. It's the final season of Attack on Titan. When it's finally released in the UK, there still isn't a date on it yet, so it's going to be between now and Christmas.
Yeah.
So when it comes through, but other than that, yeah, I've slowed down my pickups. I've come off Whatnot. I've come off eBay. You know,
you can't afford Whatnot, and you can't afford eBay because you're paying to replace it. I explained it to you the other day. It's literally like Trigger's broom. It's had 16 new handles and 15 new heads, and I've had it 20 odd years. It's the same with the car.
To be fair, you've seen the shorts on Life in the First Lane, haven't you? Where I'm going around around Teddy, and we've put the new sticker on it, and he's a 1987 Mini Advantage. Now there's not much of the original car. Granted, he's very much a Frankenstein's Mini, right? So he's now got a sticker on it that says disadvantage. So
yeah, I like that.
He's not, yeah. So yeah, he's coming along nicely. Maz is being fixed and repaired after the breakdown when we were in Warwick. And then Biggie has had some work done as well. So we've replaced the brakes, the front mounts.
Yeah.
He's having the spark plugs done tomorrow. He's having the gearbox oil looked at. So yeah, we had to look at the spark plugs on Biggie, and he's got the original BMW spark plugs in from 2006. So the car has never had a spark plug change.
Wow.
So yeah, the cars are sort of taking priority at the moment, but I've got to make sure that they're all up and running properly for the winter.
So you can store them and wait until the summer to use them.
No, Teddy's going to get used all the way through the winter. Really? Yeah. You don't buy a car like that and then hide them away for 6 months.
Sorry, if you this isn't your first year with the Mini in winter, is it?
No.
Thankful for that, because they don't like cold weather.
My mum does. It blows up.
Literally.
Yeah. Anyway, less about the cars. We're not here to talk about the cars. Okay. So, 26th of December.
Hey, Luke. Luke, just 1 second. Luke messaged me the other night asking to go on your stream. I'm really sorry, buddy. I was having something to eat, and then I was actually poorly, so I fell asleep. So I do apologise that I didn't get back to you on that, mate. Well, sorry, go on.
I messaged him to say that I wasn't well, and
it was genuine. It honestly.
I've been off work, so yeah.
That's not unusual, but were you actually poorly?
Very rarely do I ever call in when I'm not well, and yeah, I just couldn't do it this week. It was
yeah. Like I say, I've had a weird I had a stomach bug. I had stomach pains, like an IBS thing for a couple of days, but it had been going round, so I'm all right now. But
I honestly thought yesterday I was having a heart attack, and yeah. It was bad. And do you know when we were talking to Dave before we went in for his op?
Yeah.
What he was telling us is what I was feeling yesterday.
Yeah, but you'd be sort of hypersensitive to that, though, wouldn't you? Because of what happened.
Yeah. But it was.
Wow.
So yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Gareth, you're more than welcome to come on, mate. As you well know, Luke, you've got the link, mate. Just jump on whenever you're free. You always welcome. You
guys are welcome. You know that.
Chris, not so much.
Chris is already gone. He's just popped in to say hello. Yeah, he's not waiting.
Yeah, he's popped in. I'm going to cinema or something. He seems to pick Thursday nights to do the cinema run.
There's no duck race involved, so he just sucks off.
No. So the 26th of December is a big day for Netflix, and I think it is going to be quite chock-a-block. Do you remember what's happening on the 26th of December, Steve, over on Netflix?
Is that the Squid Game release?
Season 2 of Squid Games, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a must-watch family event over Christmas.
100%.
Speaking of much-watch family events, Brassic Season 6 was released today. and they've dropped the whole series on Sky One. So the whole
Sorry.
season
Is it not on Netflix then? No.
No, seasons 1 to 4 is on Netflix. Season 6 has come live on Sky One.
Where's season 5?
Season 6.
No, where's season 5?
Oh, it's it's on still on Sky One, but it's not on Netflix yet. So season 6 has dropped today, and you have to watch the whole season's just dropped. So they've not done it weekly release. The whole thing's just dropped on Sky. So we've watched.
Mind you, they did that. They've done that a few times with Brassic.
Yeah, because it's only about 8 or 9 episodes a series, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we watched the last episode of season 5 before, and then we're going to binge watch season 6 tomorrow, I think, before we come and meet you at the weekend.
Awesome. You say tomorrow, you mean Sunday? You mean Saturday?
No, tomorrow night when Lorna finishes work.
Right. So are you coming tomorrow night and Chris is coming Saturday?
No, we're coming on Saturday.
But tomorrow's Friday.
I know. So when
so you're going straight to... okay, yeah, okay. All right.
So when Lorna finishes work tomorrow, we're going to binge watch the whole of Brassic.
Oh, I thought you... No, it's all right. I thought you said before we come to you tomorrow night. So I was like, what?
No. Have you seen the trailer for Thunderbolts? Yes, and to be fair, I am looking forward to it. I think the idea behind it all.
Excuse me. No, you go see Mummy. Come on. How you got through that door is amazing.
Because you forgot to lock it.
No, you can't go that way. You gotta go that way. He's in his bedroom, babe. I obviously didn't lock it enough.
Gareth's a cheeky bet.
Nothing's changed.
Did the Scousers just use the W word?
Yeah. It's
for a starter, I've always worked. Second of all, I'm not Scouse. Don't you start?
Oh, touchy.
Don't you start? Have you seen the trailer for Thunderbolts? Yes. I am looking forward to it. However, I was looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier and stuff like that, and they were a letdown.
Hang on a second. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we said was okay at the time. It was just that it could have been more of a movie.
Too long. It was too long for me. There was a lot of.
They could have done it in a movie rather than
in a 6 episode series.
Yeah.
Do you two want to buy any more of my stock before we meet? Save me postage. Yeah, send us all your good stuff through, and we'll have a look at it.
Yeah, we'll buy it at what you pay for it, Chris. How's that? He's clearly trying to make me fucking broke. I swear to God.
So from a Marvel point of view, and Luke, I think I commented on your live stream on Tuesday about this. I generally think they need now just to disappear for a couple of years, let it all settle down what they've got, and then come back at a later date and sort of soft reboot it all. I think the Thunderbolts is going to do that, is sort of soft reboot it. So I am sort of looking forward to that. Evening, Dave. Raking it in, you two. Yeah, you are, mate. The amount of money that we've spent with you this week. Yeah. Have you seen Harold and the Purple Crown? Is that the one where they draw things and it comes to life? Like
yes, it is. Yeah. That actually looks quite interesting. It's a bit of a family movie, though, isn't it? But yeah, I've seen the trailer for that. It does look quite interesting, that one.
However, I have seen Transformers 1.
Right, so what do you think of Chris Hemsworth then?
To be fair, for the first 40 minutes of the film, you're trying to figure out what is going on.
Oh, does he spend more time trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah. The performances are great. You know, it's not your typical Transformers backstory.
Yeah.
And then the last 40 minutes, they start getting traits for the characters that we know and we love. You know, they start becoming those characters.
Yeah.
The bit in the middle is just a bit in the middle, you know. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. It's how they get the transform and get the transformation cogs and stuff like that, and what's happened with Sentinel and the Quintessons. But then, yeah, it starts getting good towards the end where D16 and Orion Pack start becoming Megatron and Prime, and you start seeing that development. And the best thing about it is that they've not left that for another movie.
See, the thing is that yeah, that's true. It's not been like it just ended suddenly.
And then, oh shit, we're gonna have to see the good bits in the second movie. It's not done that, which is great.
There's been quite some positive write-ups on the movie, so it's the same as like Beetlejuice. That's another one that's been, you know, I was waiting for it to be sort of panned, but there's been hey Jace, there's been a lot of positivity around that movie coming out, and obviously that what's she called, the woman out of Schitt's Creek that was in the original. And
Ronda Ryder.
No, not Winona Ryder. It's
the redheaded one, the mum.
The mum. Apparently, she sort of not steals the show, but she's really good in it. But she's good in anything she does. That woman. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that.
I tell you what, when we were talking about the trailer for The Pigeon. Right, yeah. And I'm gonna refuse to call it the Crow. It's
the Pigeon.
Right? I'm refusing the Crow moniker. I sort of slated the trailer for that.
Yeah,
you know, I wasn't really up for that film. However, reading the reviews, people are raving about it. They're saying it's actually quite a good film. So. I've got it on here. So Sunday morning, when everyone else is asleep, and I'll put my headphones in, and I think I'll watch The Crow, and yeah, I'll tell you what it's about.
So Chris said he's watched Moulin Rouge last night, not seen it in many years. Do you know what? It's a shame because you could have watched it together. You know, we could have put it on, had a movie night for Moulin Rouge, and then a bit of The Greatest Showman.
I don't mind the movie night, but if you get some of this fucking pansy musical shite out, then I'm fucking off. All right.
Yeah, all right.
I am setting my stall out there. None of this musical crap. And no, we are not watching flipping Spirited or whatever it was called with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that we already know that the Haydens have got the blooming Halloween decorations up already, haven't they?
Yeah, Chris has probably watched that Spirited 18 times already this year since last week.
Right? Yeah. I tell you what, mate, it was funny. I went into one of the charity shops last week and I've got the manager complaining at me because they don't want to put Christmas stuff up, but they're being told to.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's funny because last year you were going mad about having all the Christmas stuff up. And she was like, yeah, I think this just being in this job for 1 year has broke me to the point where I can't stand Christmas. Because it's literally like September they start putting the stuff out.
We were in B&M in Ellesmere Port at the end of August.
Yeah.
And we went in looking for garden stuff that's on sale. And they were putting the Christmas aisle together in August.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, Christ. Now, you know me, Christmas consists of 3 days: Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. For me, the tree will be going up Christmas Eve and coming down Boxing Day evening, you know, and that'll be Christmas done, you know. But I think we're actually going away this Christmas.
That makes a change. You going away somewhere?
We're seeing the kids the weekend before Christmas, so the 21st we're going to see them. Because I usually have them on Boxing Day. But everywhere's shutting on Boxing Day. For some reason, they seem to think that people in retail need a day off on Boxing Day. No, it's called Boxing Day sales for a fucking reason. And if you're not open on Boxing Day, then there's no sales. So it's not my fault you've decided to work in Marks and Spencer's. Go and work on Boxing Day. Right?
Yeah, true.
Rant done. Right? Over.
We move. So yeah, we've got to talk about Transformers then, because I interrupted you.
No, I don't want to ruin it for you because it doesn't come out until the 15th of October.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
There's still 3 weeks before release day for that film.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to see the kids the weekend before Christmas, and then I think we're going away. So I think that's the plan.
So you were saying that before when we were talking, you were talking about the new Alien as well.
Romulus. That I really enjoyed that, and I'm sort of hopeful for Alien Earth, which is the TV series that's coming out as well.
Mm.
So I am sort of hopeful for that because it's done by the same sort of production company.
Mm.
So if they go down that route, I'd be happy. We're finally getting sci-fi that actually means something here without sort of rewriting the earth and rewriting the rules around everything. If you take Star Wars, for example, they rewrote all the law around Star Wars for this latest series and then decided, right, that's no longer canon now, and they've binned it in.
Yeah.
We now go back to what we want. And the Alien film hasn't really done that. Romulus never really did that. So it was like that's great because a few of the others did try and do it. Prometheus and Covenant did try and sort of fill in the gaps and come up with some religious reason of why it's all happening.
Yeah.
There's just none of that. They just appeared on a space station and shit's gone wrong. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed that film. What else have I watched this month? Oh, I've been binge watching Prison Break.
Okay.
Prison Break came back on Netflix last week, and I'm on season 3, episode 10. So,
I mean, there was a couple of seasons. Like, I enjoyed the first one is obviously my favorite. The second one I enjoyed because it was
that's the actual chase, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's a couple of seasons in it where I'm just like, you know what, it could have gone either way. You just could have, and I could have took it or leave it. But it is a good program and it is one of my favorites. I've had that for years now, actually, Prison Break. But
sorry, Fletch. I've got Borderlands on here to watch as well. That's one of the other ones I've got.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Borderlands is one of those where, like, it looks the part, but it's been slated, isn't it, before you see them come out?
But video game sort of movies depends on what they do with them. Now, the Fallout series is supposed to be really, really good. I haven't seen it. The Last of Us series is supposed to be really, really good. I haven't seen it. But I didn't play those games, so if it's a good series, I probably enjoy it for the fact it's a good series, not necessarily because it's true to the games. Borderland apparently didn't stick to the games too well, but then again, the games were always goofy anyway, weren't they?
Yeah.
For Borderlands, so even if they did stick to the game, I think it'll be hard to transition into an actual tangible film.
Yeah.
For Borderlands.
I'll tell you what, I know that it came out in a digital version first, but just talking about games, I think it's released tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to have to pick up Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. There's a box, there's a thingy of them. I'll get it for the Switch. But they've remastered them and I spent so many hours on those first two games growing up that it's like, you know what? I know it's semi movie related because obviously I've got the Angelina Jolie and the other ones. But I noticed that was coming out. I'm well buzzing for it. And Silent Hill 2 is getting a remake as well, which looks amazing. That's another one I need. But yeah, there's been some good stuff. There's some good movies that are coming out, aren't they? I was trying to think the other day because I've watched a few different things recently, but I've just started that one on Netflix about the two brothers that killed the parents. that's come out from I think it's like the 80s. But one of the ones that we've just sort of binge watched is I picked it up on Blu-ray now, but it's the Good Place.
Oh, I love that series.
Mate, that was £20 on Amazon for the Blu-rays.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah. So,
right.
So what it was, I watched one of those YouTube videos where it goes on about I don't want to say too much, but it goes on about TV shows that ended up going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I was like, oh, I noticed she was in it and Ted Danson was in it. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I might give that a shot, a quick go, because I know it was on Netflix. We've literally sat through the whole 4 seasons of it. It's brilliant.
I loved it. It's when the penny drops that they're not actually in heaven. They're the tester for the new hell. That bit just makes me giggle.
But there's some really good actors in it, and it's like people at the start. I was watching it, going, I can't stand these two, and by the end of it, they were some of my favourite characters in it.
Yeah.
But that's what we've been. Hey, buddy.
Hello, guys.
How you doing?
Yeah. Good, you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. What's that? Dave said watch Beetlejuice 2 the other night was really good, the best they could come up with. And that's what I think people are saying. Like it was a really good movie, which is I'm looking forward to that.
No, what he's saying was that.
All right.
Was that really the best he can come up with?
Oh, sorry, I misread that.
So I don't think he's saying he's enjoyed it. But
oh, sorry, Dave. Well, then you're just a misery.
But to be fair, though, Steve, that's something that I've been saying about all these 30, 40-year-old sequels.
Yeah.
You know, they've had 40 years to write a sequel script to some of these, and some of them have just been really poor.
But the thing is, like, I mean, I watched Beverly Hills Cop 4, is it, on Netflix? That was one.
Yeah.
I thought that was all right.
I enjoyed it.
I wasn't blown away with it, and I just thought that the characters they had in it, I thought some of the character development was all right. You could see people being made and stuff like that now, and stuff like that. So they've progressed in their career, but other than that, there was no new blood in the film. It was all the same one-liners from the 90s release of Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Let's see Eddie Murphy bring back the Nutty Professor or Dave or Norbit or something like that. Let's get Norbit 2. Fucking 40 years later.
Hey, they're bringing out Blazing Saddles in 4K. I'm definitely got that on pre-order.
Yeah, but they've probably took half the jokes out of it because it's now.
You better fucking not have done. I'll be pissed. I'm telling you.
that film's now 25 minutes long.
Yeah, I might have to just double check that. Duration of movie 20 minutes.
They never seen before edited version of Blazing Saddles. You just get the opening sequence and the end sequence.
I think it says on the front, not the director's cut.
Yeah. The director was cut out of this film.
The director had nothing to do with this. But yeah, that's there's a lot. I tell you what, though, I know we're in a sort of a movie group where usually it gets mentioned quite a bit, all these different things coming out, but like there's a lot of stuff now that they're just putting out on 4K, like loads of stuff. It's that Eddie Murphy should bring back Pluto Nash. What are your thoughts on Goonies? Yeah, Goonies 2 has got greenlit, hasn't it?
I don't think we need it.
No, I don't.
You know, the Goonies are all going to be grown up, and it's going to be their kids that are on the adventure.
That's where I was going with it. That's where I was just about to go with that.
I don't think we need it.
That's it, innit? That is literally it. It's going to be one of those situations where, and that's the storyline. Like, they're all going to be living in the same little town, or all the kids have grown up.
You've got Data, who's the science teacher in the school. You've got a few of the other characters that work in a fucking ice cream parlor or something shit.
Yeah, but that guy who played Data hasn't done anything up until Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, And then you've got Sloth, who's now a fucking model because everyone should be body proud of themselves, you know, and he's now fucking walking the catwalk in Paris, you know. But their kids are now going on an adventure, you know.
If you get the fucking get out of the house instead of playing the games, you get told to go outside or something and play.
And one falls down the mine shaft. Oh, shit.
Loses the phone with a GPS on straight away.
Yeah, they fall down the mine shaft and shit find Blue Willie's or whatever his name, fucking pirate treasure it was.
Wow, yeah. And you just find it's bloody that big guy's just skeleton somewhere.
Yeah.
You're coming home with me now.
We just wrote Goonies too.
There you go. Easy.
There we go. Anyway, we've had a guest on screen for about 3 minutes here now, and we just ignored them. Luke, how are you, sir? You all right?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Yes, not bad, thank you, sir. Sorry I couldn't come on the other night.
That's fine.
If you haven't noticed, I'm sort of fidgeting in my seat because I'm trying to find somewhere comfortable to be in.
It's the crabs, you see.
Yeah. You can ask your mum about the crabs.
Oh!
Oh, right. Anyway, moving on. What have you been watching this week or this last month since we've last spoke to you?
Been watching. I watched Tag again.
Oh, that is an amazing film.
Definitely, yeah, I loved it.
I've got it on DVD and I've been hugging that thing because I want it to have a Blu-ray release or some sort of high definition release. And at the time, it's only just come onto Netflix. Like before that, it was like I couldn't find it anywhere. So as soon as I got the DVD, I was like, right, I need to keep hold of this DVD because it is a really good film.
It is, yeah.
It's not the one where they're all old and you play tag.
Yes, it's based on a true story about a group of friends that every year play tag.
Same game of tag for 40 years.
Yeah, they've been playing the same game of tag for years, but there's one guy that's never been tagged. They've never been able to tag him. And it's him who plays Hawkeye in it.
Yeah, Jim Marino.
Yeah, but he's such a cool character in it.
It is, yeah, definitely.
They think they've got him, and they definitely haven't, sort of thing. It's brilliant. But they're doing things like fucking breaking into his house and stuff like that. Like, is this legal? Like, don't. And the guys genuinely don't give him monkeys. They're like, we're going to tag him. This is the year we're going to do it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I remember seeing it years ago, but just haven't seen it for a while. So that's on Netflix, is it?
Yeah, it's a load of fun. Honestly, it's a load of fun. But the thing is that what's crazy about it is it's a genuine true story.
Yeah,
you know, and they show pictures at the end of the friends and all their escapades. Since they were kids, they've played the same game of tag every year.
So, Luke, I'm going to ask this question now, and you're not 30, so you probably won't remember or 40, so you probably won't remember original releases and stuff that are that old. Oh, you won't remember original.
No, there's no probably about it.
Yeah, no, you won't. What film would you like to?
When we were long younger.
What film would you like to see a sequel to? For that's 10, 15 years old now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm trying to think now. Jesus. What, 10 to 15 years ago?
Yeah. What film do you like that hasn't had
Castaway 2, Lost Again.
Castaway 2 got back on that bastard plane.
I should never have flown.
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to think.
What about you, Steve, while he's having a think? I'm racking
I just thought that then when you said it, I was like, you know what, actually, I'm not 100% sure. There's probably plenty. But it's. I think what I would want one to. There's been a load of movies that are like, you know what? Actually, it'd be amazing if I saw it. They need to bring out a sequel, and they never did. But I think a lot of it's down to if it's a good movie and you've got a good actor in it, or a good director, they don't want to spoil it. They
Yeah.
don't want to bring out another one just for the sake of money. Because that's what happens with a lot of them, innit? It's like, oh, it's done really well. We definitely need to make another one. Well, I've sort of completed the story. Well, we could try this. And it ends up being absolute balls.
I've got one.
Go on then.
Yeah, that's
Hancock.
it, Jason. Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
Hancock.
Oh,
Hancock.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
watched that the other night with my brother, and it was really good. It was my first time watching it, so I might do a review of that on my channel soon.
Do you know what? I'd actually, this is it. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That would be a good one to have because I was one of the few that enjoyed that movie as well.
Yeah, it's a good film.
See, for me, the one that is crying out for a sequel that we need is Dread.
What, the remake
The
one?
Carl Urban Dread. Yeah, not the Stallone Dread.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, I know.
I've
It's
seen the
really
Stallone
good.
You need to watch it, mate. You need to watch Dread. That's one to put on your homework list. Is Dread. Use the Force, Luke. Yeah. I don't know. So the whole like Goonies 2 and stuff like that, I don't think we need it. I didn't think we need the Beetlejuice sequel.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were going to gain from Beetlejuice. By the sounds of it, they haven't hit the mark with it. And they're just ruining the so-called comedic great one-off movies by giving them so far after the sort of out the way. And some of them, I don't know if I'm just too old for them now, but I'm not enjoying where they've took that film. Coming to America 2 was a great example of that.
Yeah.
The first one I find funny, but the second one, now I'm older, I'm like, I don't need another hour and a half of the same jokes.
Yeah.
And Beverly Hills Cop delivered that for me.
So I've got a bit random, but I've got a movie that I've watched this month because I wanted to try and get through some of the stuff that I've had for ages, and one of them was John Wick 4. Have you watched it, Steve? You watched it? No.
No.
You watched the other ones?
I've watched John Wick 1 and 2. I think I've seen... Is 3 the one where he goes abroad and you've got the Alsatian dogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, I've seen 3.
Halle Berry, yeah, because Halle Berry's in it, isn't she?
Yeah, I've seen 1 to 3. I haven't seen 4. But like you say, that for me, John Wick's another one of those that's slowly losing the storyline plot. And
They're making a fifth one, aren't they?
And just going death kill.
Sorry.
They're making a fifth one.
Jesus. Hey, Nam. Jesus.
That's the same. That's what they're saying. Even though he died, they're going to put in that he didn't die, that he just fell on the floor.
Oh,
and I just thought it was Steve.
He'd had a nasty fall, had he?
Is he dead?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, cheers, Luke. Thanks. I don't need to watch it now.
No. So, well, it could be, it might not be. What I was about to say, Steve, is that this one, before I was updated, this sort of finishes it off. Like, and the thing is that I was just looking at it then. It says, I think something like 169 minutes. It felt longer, but it's very
short 3 hours though, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, it felt fucking longer, but the thing is that like visually, it's amazing. And what I find that's the most interesting thing about these John Wick, the later John Wick movies, is the way that he uses the gun is almost like an extension of himself.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but it's literally like an extension of himself. And it's really interesting to watch. It's surprising. It's supposedly great. Just admit that I have an unhealthy attraction with Wednesday. Sergeant Ortega working with that. Yeah, I agree with you on that one there.
I haven't seen it.
But yeah, it's worth it. If you've not seen it yet, Steve, it's worth a watch, mate. It's
just going on that Wednesday. Just going on Wednesday. This is Wednesday season 2's out soon, isn't it?
Hopefully, yeah.
But they're talking about season 3, but without Wednesday.
Would that be Thursday?
Well, I'm assuming it's just to do with the school. But
okay, so if
Wednesday.
they did that, that would just be a spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like whatever the school's called. I can't remember now.
So I don't know. John Wick might be in the universe as EastEnders. Dead doesn't mean that you're dead. Dirty Dan, Kathy, Cindy. Can't make a comeback yet. Season 2's finished filming. Yeah, I read somewhere that they've literally finished filming it and now they're just going to release it. There's no like 6 to 8 months wait since from filming it. It's just going to literally be.
It's out January next year.
Gone.
I think the thing is, with something like that though, they've got to be quick because she's growing up. She's getting older. I mean, it's going to be a Karate Kid all over again. She's going to be 27 playing a 16-year-old, isn't she?
How old is she?
She's not that old, but you get my point. The question everyone should be asking is, how has Tim Burton managed to pull Eva Green and
Nevermore Academy.
Thank you. That's the one. Yeah.
I don't know. I just watched the series. I'm just waiting for Stranger Things to come out so I can watch it.
Yeah, but when are we expecting that now? About 2027?
Yeah, I've got this really.
Yeah, apparently, I think.
I've got this really strange thing with Stranger Things. I don't even like the series, but I've watched it up to date, and I've got to see how it ends now. I haven't really enjoyed it. I still really don't know what's going on.
I'm looking forward to Cobra Kai Part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you've watched those, haven't you, Steve?
Yes, I watched Cobra Kai before you did. I binge watched it on the release.
Oh yeah, yeah. Must be all that free time you have.
So yeah, I binged that on release day. The thing with Cobra Kai for me though is that they've left it. If they took 2 episodes out, right, of this part 1 and got past the fight, got past the tournament for part 1, because all we're going to get now is 4 episodes of tournaments.
Yeah.
For me, each of those fights now in the tournament's going to be an episode long, because there's no way. Because is this the last series?
Yeah.
Cobra Kai, yeah.
So it's got they're not going to fast forward this tournament. They're going to drag this tournament out over at least 4 episodes, and then give us a final episode where you find out what happens with Silver, where you find out what happens with Kreese, where Johnny and Danny go and and the fucking burger fella from 3 minutes of Karate Kid 2. The burger fella that's 3 minutes in Karate Kid 2 that serves him the burger in the airport. He's gonna come back.
We lost another one, didn't we? This month, just gone.
He's gonna come back and be fucking Mr. Whippy. Or someone.
We lost another one, didn't we?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now, but yeah, we lost another one of the Cobra Kai this month.
Now, did we lose the first one, or is this the one that they did the special episode for?
No, the first one was the special episode. This is the second one.
Right.
No, the other one was a completely different guy.
Because we never got a special episode for that. Maybe
no, because this guy never got to come back. He was probably too poorly for the last God knows how many years, I reckon.
Maybe he comes back as a force ghost in.
I doubt it. CGI the shit out of him.
Yeah, they're going to CGI him next to Mr. Miyagi at the end. Do you know, like
this ain't Fast and Furious either. We're not going to have like his brother come on.
Yeah, but you know, like Return of the Jedi at the end of Return of the Jedi, you get all the Force ghosts stood at the end clapping Luke. Well done, you've shagged your sister. Whee! Right, you know that's what I reckon is going to happen at the end of Cobra Kai. They're all the dead characters going to be there going, yes, Daniel, you've done it
in the
again,
background behind Johnny Lawrence or something.
Yeah,
Mr. Miyagi's in the background like this.
You've won the All Valley tournament again at the age of 60. Well done, kid. You know,
I think you've just completed it, mate. I think you've literally just finished the series off for us. The writers were struggling. They've been searching through YouTube and just come across us and gone, they're two cool dudes.
Yeah,
and then watched it and gone, that's how we finished the show.
Yeah, Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's going to come in as Miyagi's long lost brother.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Oh yeah, because they both sort of played the same sort of character almost.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you could technically have them both there.
It's Miyagi.
The Miyagis.
I don't know. Would Jet Li being his version of Silver?
That's it. We've completed it now. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah,
Fucking brilliant.
Well, thanks for coming in, ladies and gents, and yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much. That's been amazing.
We've wrote Goonies 2 and the end of Cobra Kai,
and we've been back 5 minutes. So do you know what I mean? What else can we do?
So, Luke, you into your gaming? Is there any? There's some big releases of games coming out now. Long waited releases, as in Space Marine 2. We've finally got a release date for the Starship Troopers game on the 11th of October. FIFA is coming out soon. FIFA 25, isn't it? Tomorrow. The new Call of Duty will be out soon. Steve, you've put your headphones on like you're ignoring what we're talking about here now, mate. Or
I know. I can hear what you're saying.
So, what releases are you looking forward to coming out, and which ones are you going to get your mum to pay for?
Yeah, get a list.
See, I don't want any of them, but I'm most looking forward to Black Ops 6, which I've pre-ordered. Well, technically, my mom pre-ordered. But to keep it simple, I pre-ordered it. Looking forward to... Oh, Jesus. Tomorrow is FC 25.
Yep.
I'm not going to buy that, though, until it gets to £5.
No, the thing with FIFA... the thing with the FIFA games for me, what new features have they got in this release?
There's got
much they can do about improving the Everton squad, that's for sure.
All it is just like players that have been transferred into these teams. They'll just update the teams and put the new players in. That's all they do. And change the kits. That's all they do. They don't actually change the game.
Oh yeah, good shout.
When FIFA for me was like FIFA 94 or when the first one came out, the new one with every year after that there was like a new development. There was new goalkeeper AI. There was no new crossing abilities. There was new this, new that. Now there isn't any of that, and I think FIFA could just be a live service game now. Where every year they just update the new season, they just update all the transfers.
What it's saying now in the new game, but coming out FC 25, they're saying the VAR is actually going to appear because in FC 24 and 23 there's no VAR, but it's going to return in FC 25. So that if you're offside, it'll go by VAR to see if you're offside, so you can get that screen again. Because you haven't had it for about 2 years, VAR in a FIFA game since FIFA 22.
A sequel to Con Air. Would you rearrest Cameron Poe? Would Cameron Poe be a prison guard on the Jailbird?
Oh, yeah, good shout. It would be good to see that though. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Yeah, just working that out. He would have to have done something really stupid and got himself rearrested, or he's the prison guard on the flight.
Yeah,
that would work.
Cameron Poe he's obviously back as an officer.
Yeah. Space Marine 2. I haven't bought it yet, Dave. I am definitely going to buy it though. Digital copy. Because I really enjoyed the Space Marine the first game, and I loved the Warhammer 40k arena. Gareth, good evening, sir. Look at you being all Halloweened up.
That's why he's late, mate. He's been busy doing that, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've
Yes,
got a
well, you can
Ball
spoil
watch.
more films with their endings. So you've spoiled John Wick 4. You've spoiled, what was the other one you spoiled? I can't remember now. You just kept everything you mentioned. You said the ending.
See, normally it's me spoiling stuff, and Luke's come on and just riot, hasn't he, and just ruined me watching.
I forgot you said that you didn't watch it. I forgot.
I don't know, but yeah, I think I don't think I've ruined Transformers 1 for anyone.
Wasn't going to see it anyway, so yeah.
No,
I think to be fair, like it sort of insinuates in the trailer anyway that you're going to see sort of them as friends and then as enemies, if you like.
Yeah, but the last time the film did that, we ended up having to wait for the third part of the third installment to actually see it happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that any good, Transformers 1?
Um,
Is it worth watching?
This is from the fact.
The last 40 minutes, I would say, is worth watching. The first 40 minutes, you just fast forward it.
Is it better than the last live action 2?
No,
Last Night and Beasts. Oh,
no, it's better than Beasts.
I don't know.
It's better than Beasts, but I think it's on par with Last Night.
oh dear.
It's better than Beasts.
It's better than Beasts. Beasts was shite.
Dude, never mind.
Yeah, just sit down, boyo, with the fucking Beast.
I'm just going to leave now.
Now, I was never a Beast Wars fan, and in the cartoons,
You were buzzing your tits off for that movie. Don't try and play it down now.
It's shit.
We have video evidence of you spending weeks on end going, ooh.
Yeah, the trailer made it look awesome, but the film.
And then the second you saw it, you were like, didn't like it anyway.
No,
I was never a fan.
I don't
I didn't like it.
the cartoon.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the people.
Oh yes, the people always ruin it.
I didn't like the people in it.
Mm.
Them two, I hate them.
Spoiler alert: the boat sinks at the end of Titanic.
Oh,
Yeah.
more spoilers.
Damn.
You know, Kate Winslet was interviewed a couple of weeks ago, wasn't she? And he said that in that famous line, "I'll never let you go, Jack." And then the next scene, you're dropping his hand and letting him go. She says, "Yeah, I lied. I wanted a door to myself. What's up?" So, what have you been watching? What have you been watching recently, Gareth?
Werewolf films.
Oh
No. 90% of them are crap.
like shark movies, then.
Yes, somehow, although they're most of these werewolf movies, they are trying, but more than the shark CGI movies. But then
I've got something to show
Failing.
you, actually. Well, you might actually know this, Gareth. A couple of the quick bits here. Sorry to interrupt you guys, but I don't care. So I finally got a copy of The Abyss. So I'm getting me James Cameron going on here. Right, so I've got my Titanic, obviously, 4K. I've had that for a little while, which is obviously Alien.
Yeah.
But I picked up Aliens in 4K, right?
right,
But off a guy off Facebook that
In the
I've been
pub.
getting stuff from, I picked up 4K Killer Clowns.
Okay.
But this one, I don't remember seeing. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because Gareth might remember it.
fucking, because I'm old.
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. I do know it.
See?
Who directed it? Who directed that? I forgot.
It's,
Dabney
well,
Coleman,
I'm sure you've
isn't
not got the VHS to the side.
No, I don't.
That's your
This time.
Betamax.
right.
It is directed, produced by Alan Carr, directed by Richard Franklin.
Ah.
But it's
It's like War Games, isn't it? Where a computer.
yes, but it's got the kid out of I want to say, is he the kid out of E.T.?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. It is.
Yeah,
Danny
so
Glover?
it's. But I'd seen a trailer for it because this lad messaged me. He was like, "What do you think of this one? You after it?" So I did the trailer and I was like, "That looks like sort of War Games."
I was going to say, is it like Jumanji meets War Games?
Yeah.
But I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet. But I'm looking forward to watching that because I like those sort of 80s movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just when you popped on, I was like, if somebody's going to remember it, it's going to be Gareth.
I don't remember it from when it came out. I remember it later on, but I have seen it.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I was chuffed I got me Abyss, but also when I managed to pick up Aliens the other day. It's a long road to getting them all on 4K though, isn't it?
Wow, yes.
Well, like you say though, 4K was like special release and stuff like that. But now there's just like a dump of it, just generally just.
Yeah.
You've bitched for the last 5 years. You're not getting anything. Boom! There you go. You've now got everything.
Old rubbish on 4K.
That's exactly it. I mean, it's literally that. But that's what I was saying to you. Like, unless it's something that's really cheap, I'm going to be getting the stuff that I really want. You know, like I was after a copy of this anyway for ages, which is like Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is a really good movie. But things like that, Field of Dreams.
I'm sure Iowa looks lovely, but
you know, it's amazing that I love that film. So I'm trying to just get the stuff that. Well, there's the Goonies. Goonies on 4K as well, you know. But just amazing. But that's what I'm trying to do is just replace the stuff that I actually really care about more than anything.
Replace? You're getting rid of the previous versions?
Well, to a degree. Not all of them. But if Steve asks, definitely.
How many copies of Dirty Dancing have you got now, Steve?
Well, so I've got, just to entertain, I've got a little bit of a story, guys, about a pickup the other day. So I went into CEX, having a bit of a nosy, right? And I was already on to Winner because I've been a couple of charity shops and I found some football tops. But I'd gone into CEX and this couple, bless them, this older couple had come in with like almost a trolley full of DVDs. And no word of a lie, they'd gone in, the guys were sorting it out, and then they were coming back. Anyway, they came back and they offered them a $5 for all these DVDs, right? But I'd noticed something in there, and they were like, oh no, we're not doing that then.
We don't need heating.
It was like 15 quid trading or £5 cash. Like, oh no, we're not doing that then. We'll take them round to the charity shop round the corner. And I'd spotted something, and I was like, "Oh right, okay, yeah." I thought I'll give him 5 minutes. So I went round the corner. This isn't a massive pickup, right? But like, well, one of them's all right. But I'd spotted the Mrs. Brown's Boys really big box set.
Oh dear!
Right, it's just something I've watched for years, and it's probably not aged well. But anyway. I went to go and look at this box, and they're a really good shop with me. They are, so they put them aside, like go and have a look round. So I was having a look through them all, and I managed to get Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the complete series. Like I think that's 28 quid in CEX, right? But because it was Sue Ryder, I paid £1 each for them.
So did you not just stop the old couple?
I was going to say,
here's 15 quid. I'll take the trolley.
No. But I was sort of like looking at them, like going, "Oh, I wonder what's there."
Yeah.
But I went into Morris's first, so I didn't completely stalk them, but I gave them time because I thought they're going to be slow walkers. They're not going to make it round there very quick. So I darted round. And the guy in the shop was like, "Oh, we've just had some DVDs come in." I was like, "Did you?" Wow, that's timing, isn't it? So yeah, £2. I was like, "Yes, well done."
Shocking.
Results.
How did this channel condone such things?
I know. It's terrible, isn't it?
So what have you two picked up recently? You picked up anything good?
I haven't had anything for a while.
Well,
no.
Good job I'm here then, isn't it? Because the next thing I found in a charity shop
was
this beauty.
Nice.
Oh, a cookie jar.
Yep. Official Disney, $52. Cookie jar of thingy. So I paid a tenner for him. And then our good friend, which I didn't show last time, which I've not got batteries in, just to be clear, but our good friend Car Boot Chris did me a deal, and I now have another proud owner
yeah.
of this, my boy.
Yes, you were just purchasing that just as we went live on the last one.
Yeah, so I'm not going to show you because, like I say, the battery. I don't want to leave batteries in it because I'm not having it knack her up. But yeah, her head spins round and the music comes on.
Oh,
So
cool.
one night I'm going to put it next to my wife's bed, side of the bed, and I'll just see what she does.
And sleep on the couch.
Well, the thing is that I didn't. True story. I didn't tell her I was getting this, and I'd messaged her. I messaged Chris like, she's not gonna like that when I get it. But the day that it was being delivered, we had to go out down to my mum's, which is Manchester, so it's a good 2 hours away. But I'd ungone, and I was like, at some point, this thing's going to turn up. Anyway, the second we get out the door and it's like 20 minutes down the road, my Ring doorbell goes. This thing's turned up. It's peeing it down. I'm like, I was coming back the same night, but I was like, there's no way I'm leaving that box on the drive. So I ended up having to message my boss, who lives around the corner, and ask him to do me a favour and pick this box up and keep hold of it. And then I messaged him the next day saying, "Oh, I'll come and pick it up off you," because I didn't explain to him at the time what it was. And I told him what it was. He was like, "I'm not sure about how happy I am having something possessed in my house."
It's not the doll from Annabelle. You'll be all right, you know.
But literally, like, everything was against me because this thing should have been delivered at about 11 o'clock in the morning. And I kept getting the messages through saying it'll be with you soon, and then it'll be with you between these times.
It was like that doll that I sent you when we were in Cash Converters. That day, wasn't it? It was a life-size Annabelle doll, and you're like, "Fuck me, you're not going to want that in the bedroom, are you?" Sat there looking at you.
But yeah, so that was a fun story. But it's just been little bits. I bought a Finn Balor figure. He's a bit dark on there, but he is in there. A Finn Balor figure from a charity shop. They had it behind they had the door open and I could just see it. I was like, "Oh, can you just tell me how much that wrestling figure is, please?" So, "Oh, it's not out yet." I was like, "Well, can I have a look?" And next thing I know, this deputy manager's running over to a manager, where a manager on the phone doing Google scan.
Yes.
He's like, oh yes, this I don't know, because it's gonna be expensive, because it's going for £50 on it here and there. I was like, "But you're scanning Google. Have you tried eBay?" I looked at the thing offer, scanned it, and I went, "You need to go on the sold." So I went on the sold, and it had sold for about a tenner. So I ended up paying £8 for it. Now I didn't want to pay £8 for it, but I got to a point where I was like, "I'm buying this bloody thing because you're taking the piss." Like trying to go, "Oh, it's a £50 figure." That I'm like, "No, it ain't."
I don't know what did we do that when we first went to Torquay with Chris. It was the Gollum, wasn't it? The Gollum head knocker for one of the special edition Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
and they had it in the case, and it was like there for £50. And then we went back a couple of months later to help them move out.
It was still there.
It was still there for £50. Like obviously, it's not £50.
They do.
These guys, a bag of figures,
a couple of He-Man, yeah.
I think that was about £2 for them.
That's not bad. The Mumra, is he just Mumra? There's no addition, nowhere.
No, he's the running Mumra.
Yeah, but he's not got his cloak or his hat or
no, because they never bloody do they?
First thing that goes missing.
Yeah, it's the first thing, and then I got a
mask.
Oh, I was gonna say BJ and the Bear.
That's got figures in it, by the way.
Nice.
And then this one this isn't worth as much as I thought it might be.
Luke's looking at you now, going, "I can't remember any of these toys." Luke, that's because they're from the 80s.
I never saw Mask, so.
What do you mean you never saw Mask?
I never watched Mask. I was probably too old.
But you're older than us, though. You grew up with Bagpuss.
Oh, I got Bagpuss. Yeah, I got plenty of Bagpuss. Oh, wow, that's what we're doing later at my channel at 9 p.m.
What,
80s kid
Backbus?
TV shows about with the puppets.
Oh,
Really?
Orm and Cheap and what's the others?
I've
Shitty.
been
Steve's a
introducing
bargain hunter. Yeah, Jeff, I am, I'm afraid.
the youngest into the Muppets.
Ah.
Yeah, so she
What,
watched,
did you just call her a Muppet?
no, but she watched the live stream last month where obviously my intro was animals singing Bohemian Rhapsody to
Oh, yeah.
wasn't it? And she was like, "What was that on your intro?" And I said, "But it's
Oh
it's
dear. Doesn't
it's
Sorry.
animal doing Bohemian Rhapsody, mummy."
They've got this far in life without knowing what
Yeah.
Muppets is. What about the Christmas Carol?
Yeah, surely you've watched
No,
that.
well, she's never seen it.
Oh, this is.
This,
Where's-
I feel like this is child abuse at this point.
Yeah, I was the phone child line on her behalf.
So she's watched the video now.
Nice, Dave.
She's watched the video now of the Bohemian Rhapsody, so she understands where's that come from. She's watched Nominon. She's watched that. Obviously, she didn't realize that was the Muppets. And she's watched the chef doing the chef's version of popcorn. Do you know? So she likes that. And then it says, there's about 5 different TV series, including 3 cartoons and about a shit ton of movies to watch. So that's what she's doing now, going through all the Muppets catalogue.
Wow. Well, there's plenty to be getting on with.
I'm going to the Toy Collectors Fair at the NEC. A couple of my friends are selling at the NEC this weekend.
All right. Are you talking about your favourite shop?
Yes.
I thought you would be. They're not really your friends, Steve.
They are.
They're retail. They're never your friends.
You know, there's not many people that you can walk in and go, "Here you go, Steve. There's a 150 pound gun." Sound.
You're basically their favourite buyer.
Yes.
Watch it, guys. I promise you, when he walks in that door, I better sell it to him. You ready? Watch. 150 quid. Oh, no.
That's pretty much how that went.
They've got a Steve leaderboard in the back.
You can tell me the highest value toy.
Yeah. First prize is a car. Second car is a set of steak knives, and third prize is they're fired.
So, hey, I got the best part of that deal though, because I got a couple of Bucky O'Hare figures for free. So
I mean,
well, that's your retirement fund right there.
Yeah. But so I've cleared off the top of the unit, the top of the bookcase, the wardrobe, Steve. All those pop figures have gone.
Yeah.
So all my GI Joes, my Halos, all the ones that I spent fucking months on whatnot.
Sorry, you got rid of the GI Joes and the Halos.
Yeah, the ones that
I thought you said on my channel on Tuesday he was going to get that. He was getting the new one, the new Halo.
Grass.
So, yeah, so all the ones that I've just spent months collecting on whatnot, they've all gone.
Sure, you're not fucking ADHD.
They were hiding 200 quid's worth of Star Wars helmets.
No, they were hiding the wall.
So
Jesus Christ.
I had to get my Star Wars helmets back on view. You know. Yeah, so they've gone. And the room doesn't look as cluttered now, strangely enough.
So did you take it to them guys, or are we expecting it on a Whatnot show for Chris?
You'll be expecting them on a Whatnot show.
So you just turn up at his house and he's like, back already? Just bring it all in.
We're picking
like a rental service at this point for you, isn't it?
We did the deal the other week before we went on holiday, but we're doing the transaction at the weekend.
Hey, there's no transactions going on down this road.
So yeah, so they'll be handed over. So as he's dumping off a load of shite for you, he's picking a load of shite up from me.
Well, he might be picking up some shite from me at this point. You never know. I reckon he's only coming round to restock.
What, are you selling any of yours?
No, but he'll try.
Because you've
like Steve, I'll give you £4.
You've got a couple of box sets there I might be interested in.
You can fuck right off. You didn't say anything about the media.
For shame.
Just like this, the ghost face that I got off him. It's annoying me that he doesn't have a knife. He just looks like he's giving you a fist to fucking high five.
Oh right, yeah.
No,
Did
not really.
you not buy his Ghostface Funko with the special blood splatter case?
Do you mean the special blood plastic case that you can get for $5 off eBay to put on a normal ghost face one? No, I haven't done that.
Well, I was looking at the blood splatter cases because you can get 20. You could get 10 of them for 20 quid, can't you? So,
Basically, you could have had every Halo figure and every G.I. Joe figure in a blood spatter case. And
all the Attack on Titans.
Yeah.
All the Attack on Titans I was going for.
Hey, no, we know you buy them platinum cases for those bad boys. But we don't talk about the price, do we, Steve?
Should invest in a
What-
3D
what,
printer.
what cases are they, Steve? I haven't got any hard stacks.
You liar.
I haven't got any PVC hard stack.
Definitely not.
No, the one in Tron's not got a magnetic seal either.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly my point. You see, I'm
Gareth,
there with all these expensive fucking pops.
You should see the case that I've got on that Tron figure. It's a hard PVC hard stack case with magnetic seals on top and bottom.
Woo!
It should be.
The fucking case could cost more than the pop did.
Yeah, you're trying to sell it one day. They're like, mate, I'm not interested in the pop. I just want that box.
Yeah, give us the box.
You never guess what? I've had to buy this fucking pop because I wanted a box.
Needless to say, I've only got one of them.
So far, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so far, yeah. Yeah.
But
But he
don't
won't tell you how much you spend on the bloody thing.
No.
Custom made.
Just
Well,
keeps,
it's like-
he's just changing his the subject.
It's like this one. It's like Annie. Annie's ended up in a case. She's an 80 quid pop and she's ended up in a case now.
Oh, she deserves a plastic one with a magnetic top.
She does. But I took them off all the G.I. Joes, but don't tell Chris I took all the protectors off them. And yeah, and I'm gutted that they didn't get the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan in box.
Yeah.
Because they're like 150 quid pops then, but I got the two for 80 quid because they're unboxed.
Well, I think that one I'm getting is the most expensive I've ever paid for a pop now.
Yeah, but yours is signed though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't. Mine was. Yours is only that expensive because it's signed. Luke, how much is your most expensive pop? Because you went through a stage of going to B&M and picking up all the little Iron Man ones, didn't you?
My most expensive pop.
Bear in mind, a lot of them might be vaulted now, or
Yeah.
they might be worth more than you actually originally paid for them.
Surely not.
I never check them.
No, you'd be surprised, Gareth. The Cade 6 one I've got there, I
Yeah.
got 3 for a £5 at a boot sale. Got home knowing what I bought 3 for a £5, and he's 60 quid because he's vaulted and they don't do them anymore.
My big Galactus goes for a lot of money.
Which one? Sorry,
My Galactus one, that goes for a lot of money.
the big
Oh,
one.
cool.
Yeah,
The big one. They were 10 quid in
Yeah.
B&M. Those Galactic.
yeah, but it goes for more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least 12 now.
I got the 10 quid.
It's like when Little Steve was paying 40 quid for that bloody Hawkeye thing. that he
Fuck
bought.
off, you.
And it was
Oh,
Bloody-
the language on this chat.
$23.99 and B&M.
I know it's shocking, Gareth. I do apologise, but it is
Hey, look.
Scouse.
I left the chat.
I am not Scouse.
I am getting you that on a t-shirt. I think it would look
Yeah,
really nice.
I am not Scouse.
Except when you open your mouth.
And then if anybody ever says it to you, you can just go like that.
Look at me tits.
And on the back it'll say, honestly.
Why is that security alarm going off then?
Yeah, and I can be
Yeah,
honest,
I didn't nick your wheels.
I can be honest because I'm not a Scouser. What's your
I'm
what's
not a
your most,
scouser. I go to work is what you're going to have on it, won't you?
I've got to be careful here because a lot of my friends are actually Scousers who do actually have a job. What's your sort of like go-to limit when it comes to buying something now, though? Because obviously, Gareth, you're in the same boat as us, where you're picky about what you're picking up these days.
Yeah.
Luke, you're just going through the phase now of buying anything and everything to have a collection started. And Steve,
No, that's not true.
and
That's not true about me.
Steve's just in the world of looking for a different versions of Dirty Dancing to pick up.
It's hard, man. I'm dying for my art here. It's hard to keep finding them.
So what's sort of like max budget?
Who are you talking to?
All three of you.
Oh, I don't know because my mum pays for it. So
Just message your mum and ask her what's the max budget.
Whatever
Cal,
Luke wants.
if Luke
I'm too young.
wants a Funko Pop, would you pay it? Would you buy it for him?
She's going to put, of course I would. No
Yes.
problemo.
Favorite.
Yeah,
So go on,
I'm
Gareth.
too young, so
What's your limit? What would you now consider to be too expensive?
I don't pay for much.
What, with your collection? That's shocking.
I know VHS for free.
That's the only reason that you've got them. It's because you walk around a car boot and they're like, look, mate, just take them. Charity shop.
There's not even any car booths or charity shops around here that do them. But so I have a deal with someone who makes where is it?
Yeah, cool. VHS
The
lights.
lights.
Yeah, so he gives me first options on his pickups, and I send him all my crap. So we have a go-to like that. So I get, and so he gets like all the good ones. And then, he posts to me, I post to him, and I pay about £8 postage.
That's not so bad, Stevie.
Yeah.
What's that?
Sorry?
What's your sort of go-to limit? What would you pay for?
There's not much I pay because like the horror ones are the expensive ones.
Mm.
So I don't bother with those because like X rentals, a horror one is going to set you back. I saw one today. I wanted 70 quid.
Christ.
So yeah, I'm not paying that for a video.
Well, I mean, if it's media and I can get it from CEX, then I'll do my very damnedest to not pay the full price. That for me is a win, right?
Do they not have security tags on?
Mom.
I would rather get some trading from things that I've bought elsewhere and trade them in to reduce the cost. Let me be specific. Although I am toying with Weekend at Bernie's 2 because I bought that the other day. I don't believe I have it, but it's £5 trading and I got it for 25p.
Nice.
So
right, I'm gonna go. I'll say goodbye.
All right, you're all then.
Go.
Well, nice to see you, Gareth.
Yeah,
Thanks,
sick of you,
mate.
Luke, and him. Bye, Luke. Have fun.
Let's do the game show wave. But yeah, as regards to collectibles, well, I did think I had a limit, but I seem to be going over that regularly at the minute, Chris. He's not here.
Yeah, well, you seem to have raised the bar to a ton, haven't you? Your last couple of purchases have been £100 purchases.
Yes. But the thing is, the way I'm looking at it is like, I'm pretty much like you, Steve, in this respect. You know, I'd rather have quality over quantity now. I think I'm at a position where, don't get me wrong, I've got some really nice stuff, but if like the little Eagle Moss figures end up going in the loft or elsewhere, I probably won't lose any sleep over it.
No. Well,
you know what I mean? I'd rather have
that's why
stuff
I
that
went last
you
year,
don't see.
wasn't it?
You don't see all the time. Like, I mean, I was trying to explain. I was explaining
on a
that
sec.
Exorcist. No worries, mate. I was explaining that Exorcist one to Lou, you know, and for one that had a bit of a tatty box, it's like 400 quid on eBay. Like, so I couldn't turn that down.
Can't get his camera to go off.
I couldn't really turn that offer down, really.
No,
You know, and then a signed pop, you're not going to see that every day.
I'm definitely on the side of the quality now. That's what I'm saying. I've got to be careful about what I'm picking up. My limit, I'm toying with 249 quid for a Diamond Select Transformer statue.
Oh, is that? Well, you've got some nice ones anyway, but bloody hell, what's that one?
It's Galvatron.
Oh,
There's a nice Prime one for 80-90 quid. And there's a nice Grimlock for 180 quid. The Grimlock one is stunning, but the Galvatron, I haven't seen it online, and I can't get it online for a while. So the with it being available at that price, you know, it's one of these. You say it's fear of missing out. You know, with your limited edition box sets.
Yeah.
It's like that with me for the statue. So I can go and get 180 quid Grimlock or 250 quid Galvatron.
Yeah. Just not like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you get that buyer's regret situation, but like, I think the stuff that I'm getting, I mean, I don't regret getting that Exorcist at all. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure it'll be the same with the pop when I get it. But there's just a couple of things like we've got recently that, you know, that are the higher price bracket than what I would normally have paid, especially given a year on Whatnot. You know, but I'm just like, you know what, I appreciate them more than I do. I mean, I did a deal for a load of City Pops with John Luke a little while back, and I think I love them. You know what I mean? But I would have been gutted not getting the ones that I needed. You know, and I don't want to be faffing around trying to source different ones from different places. You know, so it's I'm happy with a lot of the stuff I've got now. To be fair, but NECA figures, I'm not going to the extreme of £300, £400, £500 statues. I'm not at that point. You know, they look amazing, but I'm not at that point. I'm quite happy with some decent NECA figures.
See, if you look behind me here, that's me Wolverine stuff there. That was what, 60 quid. Those 3 statues.
They're well cool then.
The Prime was 120 quid. That one, the couple up there. But like I say, I did quite well out of Whatnot for them. You know, that Batman that you can't see, it's just out of frame there. I picked that up from Z and Whatnot. The Spider-Man here, that was from Z on Whatnot. Yeah,
that's cool, isn't it?
So I can get them quite cheap, and I know where I'm looking for them quite cheap.
Yeah.
But it's just getting the right ones that just balance your collection out, isn't there? You know,
I think that the problem is when you look at things like Whatnot, mate. The problem that you got with that is you've got a time limit on it, and that sort of drives you, especially nowadays, because what they're doing is putting things down to like 5 and 10 seconds. You know, sudden death or whatever, and you're like shit, and all of a sudden you've paid a lot more than you would have done normally. It's quite clever, really. But sorry, go on.
So as you can see, that bookcase there, that used to be like loads of different figures, different parts of collections and stuff, and now it's just all statues. I've still got this bad boy here that I don't know what I'm doing with.
Oh no. Don't. I love that. That's awesome, isn't it?
I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
I wouldn't take it out. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
The next time I get a statue or something, I've got to make a decision. What am I keeping it?
What do you mean keeping it? What that?
As in keeping it?
Fucking shut off. You're not at a point where you wanted to get rid of that, surely.
It's sitting there, isn't it?
Well, what do you want it to do? None of your other ones are dancing that I know about.
I'm sort of when I got it, I was like, "Oh yeah, great deal, awesome, thanks, well done." You know, I'm definitely buying that. And then it's sitting at the bottom on the bottom shelf. I'm in two minds. I'm in two minds if I'm opening it or not.
Well, open it. If you don't get enjoyment with it like it is, then just bloody open it and set it up as a set. Because that's what it's ultimately meant for.
Yeah. But I don't know. But like you say, the next two statues I'm looking at are Transformers ones, and I think that will just finish off the Transformers bookcase. I cleared a lot of my Transformers out, and I never thought I'd ever get to the stage where I was doing that.
That's what being married does to you.
Clearing Transformers. So yeah, when I had two cars off the road, she did say to me, maybe you should start thinking about trading some of your collection into. No, I'll just wait until payday. I'll get through the next week of having no car.
Yeah,
I'll work it out somehow.
Brilliant.
All right, the like I say, my Destiny stuff here. Some of that's worth quite a bit.
I can see a video coming here.
Of what?
Of you clearing that fucking room out and taking it all down to your friends, just so you could trade it in for another Halo gun.
Yeah. Well, one of the video ideas I had was, because people do ask me how much is currently sitting on the shelves. Do you know when they see it? Because when people say, "Oh, I've got a man cave" or whatever, and I say I've got a toy room.
Yeah, toy room.
Yeah, everyone else has got a bar or a pool table or something, and mine's full of toys. And then when they say how much is in there, so one of the video series I was thinking about doing was just totting up how much is actually sitting on the bookshelves. You know, if you go through eBay solds now,
yeah,
how much is it all actually worth?
Bloody hell, yeah, that'd be interesting. Mind you, I was saying that the Transformers would take you fucking ages.
Not that many now, you know. I've only got about 200. It's not that many.
He's charging his phone, Jeff. What is it with kids nowadays? In fact, my wife's just as bad. Just charging things up when they get a chance. Like, to the point where it doesn't run out when they actually need to use it.
My phone lives on 10%.
Does it?
Yeah, I very rarely charge my phone. So I charge it to 100%, and then it runs right down. Me smartwatch is the same. That's why I've not got my smartwatch on today.
Bloody hell!
Yeah,
I don't know how you cope.
I let it run completely down and then charge it up.
You know,
it's the way you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to live with your items being on charge all the time.
But you might as well. It's there. Like, the thing is, she'll sit next to a charger. It's literally, it takes more effort putting it there than it does plugging it in.
That's why your battery life isn't great on your items.
Oh, whatevs.
Because it's totally on charge all the time, kiddo.
In the words of a great woman on this program, you're basic.
I don't know. Where's Luke?
Back. Hi.
Hello.
He borrowed his mum's phone.
Actually, my phone got a charge, so I actually get the charger. So.
Fair enough.
He's borrowed his mum's phone now. He's back.
No.
Yeah.
It's the same phone. That's how did I join then?
What?
You didn't send a link to my mum, so how did I join it, Steve?
It's magic.
Exactly.
Because I also sent your mum the link.
No, you didn't.
I
I picked up that. Did I?
Avatar.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got that on Steelbook. It's all cool.
See, no, let's talk Avatar then.
Oh, god damn it.
We've got
Yeah, you
the
had to
first
bring it
one.
up, didn't you? Bloody hell.
You've got the first one. You've got the second one. Are you interested in waiting a decade for the third one?
I watched the first. I haven't watched the second at all, so
I haven't
can't
seen the second one yet. I don't know what the second one's going to bring, knowing the fact that
I've just heard bad things about the second one, saying that it took so long for them to make the second one. People didn't like it, so I've heard like really bad things about the second one, so I haven't bothered watching it.
you've never
Beetlejuice.
seen the second
Some
one?
people, I'm hearing some bad things about Beetlejuice too, to be honest, as well, and Transformers one. But
I think Avatar 2's okay. It's not terrible. It's just more of the same, really.
it's just that it's taken so long for them to make it, though.
Well, this is the problem. It's like when you first saw Avatar, especially when they did the 3D version, you were like, wow, that's amazing. The visuals, the graphics, wow. And the thing is that if they'd have released another one a year afterwards, you'd have still been that. It'd have been, wouldn't have been completely as impressed as you were, but you would have been semi-impressed with that.
I think it's because we've waited a decade for it.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and said, I wasn't releasing it until I was happy that the special effects will give it
where it needed to be.
Yeah. But there's no different from the first film.
No,
it doesn't look like anything stands out from the first film. And I don't know if that's just because home theatre and TVs aren't to the standard of the computers they were rendering stuff on, or I don't know, but I don't think it was been worth waiting a decade for that.
You know who this is?
Weird Shorts, man.
It's Marvel.
Yeah,
Marvel's Weird Shorts, man.
Iron Fist.
How's that Iron Fist? It's red.
Oh, Steve, get with it, will you? You're so out of touch.
Do you know who it is in Little Steve?
No.
Go on, who's it?
Use this Claw.
Huh?
It's Claw from Black Panther 1.
Ah. Yeah, no.
I bet you wouldn't know how he is. I don't know. I'll go.
I don't know how he is. He looks pretty straightforward there.
I got some of them for like 10p.
Oh, that's cool.
The Eagle Moss ones. I did the Eagle Moss ones.
Or stuff like that.
Hero, whatever they're called nowadays.
No, it comes in with this box, and it was like a book of Black Panther.
Right, okay.
Agree, Jeff. Jeff's getting bored now, so he's bringing in some controversial comments there for you, Steve. Trying to spice things up.
Opinions on the most films vary widely, but we can all agree that The Greatest Showman is the greatest film. No, Jeff, and you're just been banned from the channel.
Just read that.
I agree with Jeff. I agree with you, mate.
Steve, just read that fully out for me, what it said.
Opinions on most films vary wildly, but we can all agree that The Greatest Showman is the greatest film of all time. No, we can't.
I'm clipping that shit now. I'm clipping the shit out of that.
No.
I've got you on video.
Why didn't you like it? Why didn't you like it for Steve?
Do you know when we bought you The Greatest Showman Steelbook when we were in Lim that day?
Yeah.
My hands were burning. It was like being a devil walking into a church and melting at the fact that I was buying a fucking musical, right? What don't I like about it, Luke? I think it's 3 hours of the worst piece of shite you'll ever watch, and you'll never get that time back in your life.
For God's sake, just tell us
Well,
what you're
I'm going to leave in a bit, so.
So no, I just don't like musicals. I just don't enjoy musicals.
Even though Bohemian Rhapsody is a musical.
Bohemian Rhapsody is not a musical. Bohemian Rhapsody is biop about a singer who's
I
actually
was,
singing.
I was like this on Thursday.
Fucking hell,
With,
even I
Michael.
subscribe at this point. The amount of times we go on about this sodding movie.
No, I mean, like on Tuesday, me and Michael was arguing for no reason. Because
About
I
what?
said it wasn't nice, yeah, that Shuri is Black Panther, yeah, and he said Black Panther Shuri is the best one there's been. Well, not the best one, but he said that she's okay.
I've only been
I said
two.
I don't like the character.
And she
So it's arguing.
only Black Panther because he's died. So
Yeah, I know now, yeah, because he said there's got to be that she's next in line.
So
And because I didn't know, I said no, he should be Baku. I didn't know that it's the bloodline until my dad said.
hmm.
So then
Just-
I said sorry. So then later on, I said sorry to Michael.
just to change it up a bit, Steve. So what do you think of the fact that they're making a Face Off 2?
I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to bring back.
It's their kids.
No, but you're bringing back Nicolas Cage and you're bringing back John Travolta. So how are you going to bring back John Travolta's character when he's dead?
It could be someone else. Someone else
not
put on the
Travolta's
mask.
character didn't die. Didn't Nicolas Cage's character die?
I was just about to say it wasn't bloody John
Nicolas
Travolta.
Cage's character died, not John Travolta. So yeah.
Isn't the whole point of the film that they're both at them masks? Not.
I'll take the faces and
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to pretend. So a random person just go past. Oh, I understood that face. I'll just put on mine.
it could be anybody underneath there, Steve.
Yeah. I don't know how they can do it. You know, Castor Troy died. Yeah.
Identical twin. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, that's about right.
Castor Troy died in the first one. Pollux is dead. So Castor's brother is dead. So they can't bring that back. If they're bringing him back with another baddie that he swaps his face with, he's a bit thick for doing that again, isn't he? Really?
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless I'm just going out on a stretch here, he adopts Castor's lad, doesn't he? Because the mum gets killed in the shootout.
Yes, yeah.
Over the rainbow, bang! Your mum's now dead. Way right. So maybe Adam, if I remember the boy's name correctly from the
I
film,
think so. Yeah.
maybe he's looking for revenge for Castor's death.
Ooh, you've gone deep there, Steve.
Mm.
Why are they making sequels for all these films that only deserve a first film?
So I'll tell you why.
Now
I'll tell you
we're
why.
60 years
Is it
old.
because of money or something?
Let me be very clear as to why. Because your generation can't think of shite when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
So we have to go down the route of dragging old shit up because nothing of this generation, or at least the generation above you, know what they're doing. Life lesson there, Luke, yeah? No, seriously, like that's the biggest issue, isn't it? Like these directors now, they just have no clue. Oh, not even that. I think the studios are too afraid to do anything independent, anything that could possibly flop. Like you see,
have you watched the director's cut of Rebel Moon yet?
Nope,
No.
I'm not going for it.
Right. So Netflix have gone through this Rebel Moon. They released the first 2 parts of a 6-part series.
Mhm.
They bombed to fuck, and then he went, but don't worry, guys, we'll be releasing the director's cut of this.
really,
When is the third one out?
Just release the best version of it anyway, the first time round.
it does make you worry though. It's literally like an extra cash cow nowadays, that isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like there's so many movies that like the director's cut, the ultimate cut, the fucking extra long cut with 5 minutes extra. Like, why don't just give us the whole lot in the first place?
It's that sketch, isn't it? From
It's because then when they make go back into cinemas, they can make more money.
But it's not even a modern thing. Like if you look at Blade Runner, Steve, how many different releases has Blade Runner got?
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's that sketch, isn't it, from The Big Bang Theory? We're going to watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade with the
when they go to cinemas and he can't get in
with the missing 40 seconds of footage that makes the film a whole different context of the movie.
Yeah,
you know? But this is Netflix, right? So Netflix have released 4 hours worth of content, 5 hours worth of content, 2.5 hours of film apart. And then they're saying, but don't worry if you've not enjoyed it. We're now releasing the director's cut, which is an hour longer on each part. So it's now gone from 5 hours to 7 hours. But why not just release the best version of what you've got on Netflix?
Well, it's like,
like it's a cinema release. It's not like you've got to cut it for certain audiences and stuff like that. And this is where Blade Runner's got different versions, because the Japanese version couldn't have the bit where he's doing the backflips in the loft, and another version couldn't have him overlooking him when he's getting wet towards the end and stuff like that. And that's where all these different versions of these movies have come, because where the laws and stuff like that have relaxed in these countries, that's why we're now getting them versions. The Netflix one is that it's their own platform.
Yeah.
So why are we getting director's cuts of Netflix stuff? Just release the best part of it.
I mean, I just want to say, the thing is, like things like the Snyder Cut, you can understand because they were in a position where, obviously directors and studio issues and all the rest of it.
His cut of the film, though, that was every minute of footage he filmed.
Yeah,
for that film. So somewhere down the line, you've got the theatrical release, you've got the Snyderverse release, the Snyder Cut. Somewhere in the middle of that, there's a director's cut.
Yes, Jeff.
Yeah. So somewhere in the middle, there's the director's cut of that Justice League.
Yeah.
So the Snyderverse isn't what he intended to put out. That's just every minute of every part that he's ever filmed.
Yeah.
Put through. That's why it's all in sections.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the middle of that is what he's actually intended to release, and we still don't know what that version of that film looked like.
No, because didn't he get back involved again to actually put this right? Because the first one stank.
Yeah. So what they did was that they were going to release. That everybody knew there was a version of this film out there. What we thought was going to be the director's cut.
Yeah.
And it isn't. It's and again, this Rebel Moon scenario is that scenario again. It's everything they filmed thrown into it, but without the clip. Do you know? Like on the Snyderverse, you got the Flash goes under the tunnel with Batman and the talking, and then you get 5 minutes of that, and then you've got Cyborg talking to Wonder Woman, and then you've got, and it sort of frames it like they're all deleted scenes. In this Rebel Moon, it's sort of just all those deleted scenes you just put back into sequence.
Yeah.
I don't know what the thinking with this is, that we will release something that we know is not. It's like releasing a video game where it's still buggy, and then
I know what you mean. Yeah,
classing the fixes as DLC.
Yeah,
you've already played the shape, but now let's play what we should have intended.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Snyder went through all the effort with the Justice League just to give us an extra hour or slow-mo. Yeah. Dave, I hadn't seen it. Little Steve sent me a copy up. Didn't you, mate? You sent so I could watch it, and you bought me a copy of it, and I wasn't overly impressed.
What?
It felt like I had wasted an afternoon watching that, and I actually thought that version of the film was slower than the one that we got, and that's
Of
probably
course,
why they
it's
took it all.
it
That's
is
why they
slower
took all the that's why they took all the footage out, because the film didn't flow.
because the modern day audience can't sit there for longer than 5 minutes to watch a movie. That's why.
No, but you don't need 5 minutes of action and then get a whole Shawshank Redemption for another 5 minutes of action.
Yeah.
And that's what the Snyderverse felt like.
No, mate. Like I say, for me, it's the fact that the bloody it just made a difference for me. It made a difference. The extra
Luke doing his
bits.
best Spider-Man impression there.
What, Luke? Do you reckon it's crashed?
Yeah, I reckon he's gone. Yeah, but
He's just looking intensely at you sideways. There you go.
yeah,
He is
there
gone.
you go, he's gone. So the stuff like the Adam Project, that was another Netflix film and stuff like that. The Tomorrow War,
Yeah.
which was an Amazon Prime film.
Yeah.
If we were to get director's cuts of them, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Because I was made up with those films. I thought, especially the Tomorrow War, I thought that was well thought out. The story was good. The effects was good. You know, something that a streaming service could be proud of putting out. But Netflix aren't going down that route. They're just
No.
count and then going, it's all right, we'll fix it on the next release of it.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
I've got to watch it all again then.
Yeah. 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 I don't know. I'm gutted. I thought you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the Snyder cut.
Mhm.
But sod you. I don't know why I fucking bother. Lucas just
I don't know.
conscious feelings. He's using the force. Yeah.
See, I'll just talk about these
Girl,
ones.
it's fine. I weren't having a pop at him, by the way. I was just having a bit of a laugh with him.
I'll just talk about these versions of the director's cut, because you were talking about them before. The Aliens director's cut,
Yeah.
where it adds about 5, 10, 15 minutes at most into the film.
What, the first? Oh, yeah. The second one, Aliens.
Yeah, Aliens. So you get a little bit more about the turrets and stuff like that. You get a bit more Bishop sort of talking, where he's crawling through the tunnels and stuff like that. But there's not much that they've added into that. But what they did add into that sort of built up to the suspense of what was going on.
So this one says includes the 1986 theatrical version and the 1990 special edition film with the additional 17 minutes of added footage.
There you go, 17 minutes. So that's your director's cut, 17 minutes.
Totally changes the movie, in my opinion.
It does. It makes it a bit more suspenseful, because there's parts in that, especially because you see them where they're setting up the defenses, and then you don't see any of the defenses. Next thing you know, the aliens are crashing through the ceiling. You know, but there is about 3 or 4 minutes of that where they're watching the auto turrets going and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah.
Right, okay. And then Bishop's crawling through the pipework to get back to the dropship, because in the theatrical version, you see him just going into the pipe, and next thing you know, he's on the remote control.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I understand. Well, like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing it on 4K. Get the old lights off and the ambilights on the Philips going. I think it'd be awesome. I say ambilights on the Philips, that follows the fucking light on the screen. So if it's bastard pitch dark, the TV ain't doing nothing for me there.
Well, that's what we can do on Saturday. We can watch the director's cut of Aliens.
I don't think my wife would be. I don't think Lou would be having that. She's not a fan.
She can go and knit.
So I need to go out tomorrow and buy her some knitting needles. And when she says why, I'll be like, "Don't worry about it. You'll find out."
I thought she was into a sewing.
Sewing, possibly at a push, maybe, but not knitting. If I turned up with knitting needles and some wool, like, what's that for? I'd be like, Just wait. And then tomorrow I'm like, right, babes, take these with you. We're watching this. And it'll all make sense.
There's all the women watching this going, that was a bit of a sexist comment, Steve. Send her out to knit. But no, she generally is into that type of stuff. It's like Lana.
Oh no, you're just like that way inclined, aren't you?
Lana's got a sewing machine, so I keep saying to her, you need to go and learn how to sew. You know.
Do you know what? I took I've got that. I don't know if I ever showed you. I've got that quite nice city coat that I got, but it's been annoying because one of the pockets, underneath the pocket, the seams come away from under the pocket, and I was like, not sure I'm going to get that sorted out. And it was one of those where I was like, you know what, I'll get it fixed at some point. But my mum's a seamstress as well. She loves doing her sewing and stuff. So when I went down the other week, I was like, you know what, I'll take it with me. Anyway, I went, Mum, when you get a chance, I'll leave this with you. Would you mind just doing that? It took her about 5 seconds. She was like, yeah, no problem. We're upstairs. There we go. There you go. Like it had never been anything wrong with it. I'm like, I genuinely felt like Chris and Fix It Frida. I was like, I've just brought this to my mum to fix and she's done it in 5 seconds. Yet I've been stressing over this for months going, am I going to be able to get this repaired? Like, the skills are off the chart with her. Well, she's got like the proper singer sewing machines, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might have noticed I'm getting a bit fidgety. My painkillers are wearing off, and I'm trying to settle down again. I'm gonna call it a day there, I think.
Yeah, we need to pop to the shop anyway before it closes.
Yeah, so thank you for watching us. Like I say, we endeavour to go weekly after this week.
Till I get a message off Steve next week.
What am I doing next week? I am here, aren't I?
You better bloody be now. You're committing to it.
Yeah, I am here. So yeah, we will go weekly again, and we will start doing some pre-records. I know that you hear that from us every month, but there is.
We do mean it. We mean it. We will one day, you know.
We will do some pre-records. Little Steve did promise me though, when I said to him, obviously I need to take a back seat, that he'll start doing content. He's done one video in 2 months. So
still one more than you, innit?
But that's
100% more than you.
However, Life in the First Lane, I've had 10 videos in the last 2 months. So, you know, just shows
Life on the hard shoulder, more like.
Shows what we were planning on trying to achieve there. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now you've done that, why don't you go and check out some of the other videos. Bye-bye for now, and hope to see you on the next one.